Hello everybody, I'm Digital Duke and welcome back to my channel, and today I have something a little bit different for you all today. So essentially, I decided to create a little tournament, like format style, called Grade Format, and essentially it's what if the Yu-Gi-Oh players controlled the ban list. And yeah, the way we have it set up is currently we had two before this one. We've had two before this one just to test it out, see what like we would ban and stuff like that. And each time we had first one we had 5 people, second one we had 4 people, and then this one we also have 4 people in it. But it's still fine. The tournaments are very concise. We get them done and over with, no like extra baggage. And yeah, so basically though, the two losers of the tournaments get to hit cards on the ban list, or even possibly take cards off the ban list. And I'll have another video up maybe tomorrow, I'm guessing, probably. That's what I'll do. I'll probably do it tomorrow, explaining exactly the whole rules of grade format in more detail. But basically, the losers get to hit cards. But yeah, without further ado, we can get into these matches here. I have all of them currently up. There were 6 matches. There were 2 rounds of Swiss, and then there is a match to decide who got into the finals from second and third place, and then there's the finals. So the current decks we have for this one just show you how diverse this thing is compared to like literally everything else we had. One Speedroid player, one 6 Samurai player, 1 Time Thief player, and 1 Spriggans player, which is myself. And this first duel here is going to be me playing Spriggans, and then we have another person on the server. He's playing the Time Thief. So I'll just start the thing here. So yeah, obviously I lose like always. The rock paper scissors, and so yeah, started with normaling Winder, Winder effect at startup, and then going to special summon the Strangleanius, so he's going to activate Startup. Startup's going to summon Bezel Ship, and then he's going to activate the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigadine, which currently has its name off of the card. Oh, you gotta love it. So he's going to overlay into Redoer, but realize he did the wrong materials, so he's going to take that back, going to Perpetua first, and then do those 2 materials for Redoer. And then going to activate Perpetua to attach the Time Thief hack to the Redoer. And yeah, pass the turn. Alright, so stand by main. He attaches my serpent here. So I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna activate Booty, and he lets that believe he lets that go through? Yeah. He lets that go through, and going to discard 2 to summon my Machina Cannon. This is for the rank 8 plays that I normally get into. And then Banger's gonna activate. Banger banish itself, and the Rocky, search for Watch. And then activate Booty. Booty's going to activate the Gold Golgonda direct from the deck. Going to activate Watch. Watch is going to search out Brothers and then send Sargus. And then Golgonda is going to activate discard Brothers, summon Explorer. And then Brothers is going to activate to summon, well, attempt to summon the Sargus. But he's going to chain all 3, put the Explorer back, draw a card, and then I get my Sargus back. Then I'm going to activate the Serpent to summon the Serpent out, and then I am going to just proceed to overlay on top of those 2 for Explorer number 2, since I have not activated it. And here I try to activate Sargus, but I forgot that, oh, wait a minute. It's during the opponent's turn only. So, yeah, he's gonna he's gonna activate Bezel Ship. I forgot how he did that. Oh, no, wait, I think it was just Perpetua. Yeah, it was Perpetua. He forgot to do that. But anyway, so yeah, going to attack with the Explorer, and then just set and pass. Redo is going to come back here. Standby phase is going to attach Gear Spring Spirit. Another thing I used for the rank 8 play, which does come in handy, funny enough, during this tournament for me. So he's going to then normal summon Adjuster, and then activate Adjuster effect, send Chronocorder, and then activate the effect to start up, but he realizes he does not believe. Yeah, he does not have the trap in the graveyard, so he cannot do that. Has to be exactly 3. So he's going to attach from the Redoer, summon the Bezel Ship, overlay for a Perpetua, Perpetua effect, target the Redoer. I'm going to chain the Sargus to destroy the Redoer. And then the Chronocorder to summon the Chronocorder back since the Redoer left the field. And then set 2, end phase, end turn. Standby, going to activate Perpetua. Okay, I said I'm going to activate Blast. And it's like, okay, I'm going to chain Retrograde to negate that and then attach. Accidentally misclicked on the attach there, so it's going to become part of the Petra. And then standby phase is going to attach the other Serpent. So I'm gonna activate Brothers here. Perpetua triggers. And this is Brothers to detach. So Brothers attaches to the Explorer. Explorer effect, target choosing the zone that the Chronocorder is in. He's going to fire the Redoer here to top deck the Sargus. Be like, okay, so I destroy both. And then the Serpent's gonna summon itself back. And then I believe I just go battle phase here, right? Yeah, battle phase, gonna attack for 26 and then 3k for a total of 5,600. And then, yeah, he realizes the Chronocorder gets banishment at least field, so I'm gonna make phase 2, activate the effect of Pador to attach to the Explorer, end turn. End phase, Redoer comes back. Standby phase, he attaches that Sargus he top decked earlier. Alright, so he activates the Shade Brigandine here again. Kind of a scary card here, summons Battleship. Activate startup. Now he can attach all 3 to the Redoer. And then he just decides to overlay for a Tornado Dragon, and here I'm a little bit nervous. Tornado Dragon attempts to pop the Golgonda, but then I protect it with a Serpent, and then Redoer is going to activate a Chain Explorer. He's gonna quote-unquote top deck the Serpent, but since I summon the Serpent, it gets banished. Battle is going to attack for fair amount of damage here. And then he's going to end his turn, I believe. Yeah, at which case the Explorer does in fact resurface from the sand. So I draw for turn, standby phase. He attaches Machine Duplication. He's going to fire the Tornado Dragon on standby phase as well to destroy the Golgonda. It's going to normal summon my Pador and activate the Pador effect to summon Sargus back. And then activate Pador to attach to the Explorer. And then Brothers attach to the Explorer. And then I'm going to activate the Explorer, choosing the zone that the Time Thief's in. He's going to chain Time Thief, draw a card. I'm going to destroy that Tornado Dragon, and I'm going to swing in for lethal damage. So, yay! So yeah, that was game 1. Game 2. Yep, decides, hey, I'm going to go first again. Okay, it's a standby made. It's going to summon Winder, activate Winder effect, Adjuster. You know this combo already. Starter, summon Adjuster effects, and Bezel Ship, Overlay, Time Thief, activate Xyz Sly Dolphin, the tech card, and then it's going to detach for Bezel Ship, and going to overlay for Abyss Dweller, and then end his turn. Standby phase, he's going to indeed attach my Pancratops, and then he's going to activate Dweller. I'm going to normal summon Rocky. I'm going to try to beat over the Dweller, but I realize that he has a water monster, so I can't do that, so I'll just pass the turn. Standby phase, he equips Trade-In, so it's getting worse. Then Time Thief, Winder adds Retrograde, detach to summon Bezel Ship, summon Perpetua, battle, attack. And then proceeds to set some back row and his turn. Main 1, he attaches, ends up being a spirit, and I realize that I probably can't win this. Because, like, you know, he has, like, the Dweller in the field, so, like, okay, I'm just going to call it here. I have Blast, and then my hand was, like, you know, nothing really great. So, yeah, alright. Game 3. Decide that I'm going first for the first time this duel, so I'm going to activate Terraforming Search for Golgonda, activate Golgonda, discarding Golgonda, summon Merrymaker, Merrymaker send Banger, summon the Serpent, discarding the Sargus to summon the Cannon, and then overlaying for Hope Harbinger, and then activating Banger, banishing the 2, add Watch effect, add Pador, and then set Sargus, normal summon Pador effect, go Sargus, and then Pador, attach, and then pass the turn. So he goes. He's going to summon Goblinberg. Then summon Battleship, and the reason why it doesn't switch his defense is it doesn't matter. He's gonna summon Hat Tricker and then activate Shape Brigadoon. How many extenders do you want, good sir? Yes. Then gonna activate Strangolinus, to which case I'm going to Sargus. I'm gonna Sargus the Shape Brigadoon so he doesn't get the trap on the Redoer, and he ends up going into Lightning. Like, well, that's bad. And then he ends up going into Tornado Dragon. And then in this case, I'm like, yeah, I need to activate Merrymaker here just to protect it. And then the Golgonda is going to attempt to make the Lightning not attack, but he's changed the Tornado Dragon so it does not resolve. Battle Phase is going to hit over the Hope Harbinger for 2,000 damage, and it cannot hit over the Sargus because the Sargus is a beefy boy. In which case he ends his turn. Merrymaker comes back. In this case, I'm thinking I don't really have a lot going for me right now. I'm going to activate Pador attached to the Merrymaker and, yeah, hope from there. So then he's going to set another card, Tornado Dragon, pop his own back row. I believe, yeah, that's for next turn. That's what he said. So, yeah, Battle Phase is going to attack into the Merrymaker, but I say on start step, I'm going to activate the Sargus detaching from the Merrymaker and then chain the Merrymaker to destroy the set card, which just so happens to be, I believe, Battleship. No, I destroyed the Battleship, yeah. And, yeah, so Merrymaker comes back, and I think you can see where this is going. I'm going to activate Pador to reattach to the Merrymaker and pass the turn. So then he's going to summon Adjuster. I'm going to activate Strike on the Adjuster. I did not want to set that because the Tornado Dragon is going to go Battle Phase again. As I start step of Battle Phase, I'm going to activate Sargus and then chain the Merrymaker, destroying the Tornado Dragon. The Merrymaker comes back. Going to activate Booty effect, activate the Golgonda, use the Serpent effect in my graveyard, and then use the Pador to reattach the Merrymaker, but this time not going to just end my turn here. I'm going for damage here. So attack over the whole board, just end up barely getting over that Battleship for 100, and he ends up drawing a Ghost Spell, Haunted Mansion, and calling that a day. We won by sitting on Merrymaker and Sargus. It's a very effective combo, everybody. So, yeah, game one, round one, that's how that went. And this one, I have not seen this one yet. All I know is that this one's going to be kind of long, because it's a 6 Samurai match. We all know how 6 Samurai matches go. So, we have Vin here, he's on the 6 Samurais, and we have Croc, he's on the Speedroids, the new Speedroid support from Synchro Storm. So he's going to activate United, Normal Summon Mizuho, Special Summon Shanai, and then going to activate Attempt to get something off the draw here, activates Dojo, summons Fire Flint Lady, links off 4. I think I'm just going to hit the fast forward button here. Yes, so Shogun, discard Cursed Bamboo Sword at the Gateway of the 6, and the Cursed Bamboo, get regular Bamboo, activate Gateway, and then we're just going to start going and do a bunch of loops here. We go Halka Fibrex, and then we go into the Scrap combo. We go the Goblin, summon the Golem, summon the Goblin back, and then go to Savage Dragon. Then we're going to link all those off for Napaloosa and pass. He did not end up getting everything. And he top decks Nibiru. Just wanted to show him that. So, here we have the Speedroid turn. Summon Hasty Horse, go Ultra Hound. And then we're going to go and do a few other things. So he's going to try to activate the Rubber Band Shooter here. Going to chain the Appaloosa to negate. So he's going to activate the Rubber Band Shooter's other effect. Accidentally banish the wrong thing. Banish Fast Dragon. Add the Fuki Madoshi Piper, the Terror Top. So, ends up getting heads on the coin toss. The Fuki goes to hand, the Terratops goes to grave, set 1 card, battle phase, hit over the Appaloosa, pass. So he's then going to proceed to just enter the battle phase, attack over the Rubber Band Shooter, and pass, because he has nothing, apparently. So he's going to summon the Takatomborg, normal summon the Magic Hound, going to chain the Savage, going to activate the Takatomborg, summon Red-Eyed Dice. Red-Eyed Dice make the Ultra Hound a 2, I believe. Yes, makes it 2. Going to Cork Shooter summons back both of the materials. This thing's insane. Then going to activate the Red-Eyed Dice. I forgot when he made the level, but we're about to find out, I guess. Well, I guess they made it a 6. Okay, yes, so going to Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and then sync off those two for Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, the new thing that makes it unaffected by effects, and then has a Spell or Trap negate. So Battle Phase is going to attempt to hit over, and then he's going to activate Cross-Set Designator, to which he's going to chain chain his own Crystal Clear Wing. Crystal Clear Wing gets destroyed, and then summons Double Yo-Yo, gets Double Yo-Yo back, and then gonna go Gateway to the 6 here, get Mizuho back, sorry, not Shinai. Shinai's on the field. Mizuho back, and then gonna get some counters, and then gonna activate that, Gateway to the 6, get another Mizuho, summon Mizuho, to which case, I believe now he has, I believe he has the, oh no he doesn't, no, he just doesn't do the infinite. I think he had infinite there, right? Yeah, he did. Oof. Well, I think that's a misplay. So activate United. Just searching it off. Get Kazan. Kazan summons. Yeah, he definitely had infinite. So send the dojo. Summons the Hatsume under the Shogun link point. So we're now gonna get some more counters here. It's just kind of a 6 samurai turn, if you will. Some Mizuho, more counters, more searches. It's 6 samurai. What do you expect? Going to Levier. We're gonna just fast forward through this. Mizuho, get Mizuho back up to the gateway, and then summon Cicada King. Go into Kizan, add Kizan, summon Dugaris, summon back Kizan, gateway, add Kizan, link off those. Saryuja, draw 4, put 3 back. Saryuja effect, summon Mizuho, summon Kizan, add Fuma, activate United, draw 2, activate the gateway again, put back the Shogun, then Shogun, Kizan. He does have the Nibiru, but he negates it, and then he passes turn. He's gonna go. He's gonna believe. What does he do? He activates the effect of Ultra Hound Engrave. Put Terratop back. Summon from the extra deck a Cork Shooter. Cork Shooter effect, but realizes it's negated. So oh well. Double Yo-Yo effect. Normal summon Yo-Yo. Double Yo-Yo. Summon back the Red-Eyed Dice. Red-Eyed Dice. Don't know what he modulated the level 2 because you're in VC when we rolled this, but yeah, summon Fushi Madochi. Don't know how he did that actually. How did he do that? Did he do that at all? Yeah, I think he just realized. Yeah, he normal summoned already. Summoned the double yo-yo. Oh boy. So get rid of those two. Summon Wolfrate. And then get rid of those two for Baroness. And then going to negate the Baroness, and then he's going to negate the negate. And then going to battle phase, attack over the Savage, and then pass. Draw. It's going to on standby phase activate that Baroness, go into Wolfrate. Activate the Mizuho, pop that, normal summon Raptor. Raptor effect, active, but before that he activates Factory, and then he's like, okay, yeah, now I'll activate Raptor. Raptor, Factory. And honestly, he had lethal here. He had lethal, but he kept going for some reason. See, Golem, summon Raptor, Sync, Trish, but he realizes he can't do that because 2 non-tuners, so he puts them back. And then going to go and try again, but this time he's going to go into Curious effect. Send the Kizaru, and then Curious effect, send 3, sends a million other Kizaru, haha funny. Activates Chimera, and then he reveals the Nibiru yet again. It's going to get rid of everything, but he does in fact get the Raptor back here, but it is not enough, so he passes turn. Goes, activates Ultra Hound, shuffle back double yo-yo, summon Puzzle. Then normal summon the Fuki Madoshi Piper effect, get the Ultra Hound off the top, that is lucky. Synchro summon, Kite Drake, blow up literally everything. Battle, attack for 3k. End phase, effective puzzle, take Takatomborg back to hand, pass. Okay, activate Scrapyard. Scrapyard effect, search Raptor. Set 1, pass. Summon Terratop effect, add Car Turbo. Summon Car Turbo, then summon Takatomborg. Takatomborg effect, summon Den Daikoduke. Going to not get rid of those. Just gonna activate the Fukimadoshi Piper in the graveyard to, I believe, increase the level, reduce the level of the card turbo by 2. Synchro those two into High Speedroid Clearwing Rider, and then this is just the end of the game. Activate Rider. He ends up getting a 6, so he does in fact oblige by returning 6 wind monsters from his graveyard back to the extra deck to destroy the Fuma. The Fuma floats into the legendary secret of the Sixth Samurai. However, it is not enough as he has the Den Daiko Duke in the graveyard to summon out the dice. The dice effect will activate here, and then he's going to do those two into Hagoida because he did in fact make the what is it? Yeah, the Terratop. He did in fact make the Terratop a 4. Summon Hagoida, and then activate card turbo, boost everything, battle, hit over, 4K to the face, and that's the game. And yeah, this game 1 took an hour, so I did allow them to go into game 2, but like if it took too long, I would call it. So yeah, Six Samurai player is gonna go first. He's gonna normal summon Kizan, draw 1, and pass his turn because he got nothing. Standby phase is gonna activate Dimensional Barrier, Cross Synchro. So Speedroid player is gonna go activate Wheel, discarding the cross out. Ends up getting a 1, so we know what he's getting the red-eyed dice. Then summon the card turbo. Then gonna link off into the rubber band shooter, and then he's going to normal summon Stilts, and then activate Recovery, summon back dice, and then I believe he activates the dice effect here. No, he does not. He just goes in Appaloosa. Okay. Battle phase, Appaloosa, hit over, and just turn there. Alright, draw. Activates Factory, summons Raptor. Raptor effect. Destroy Raptor. Chainlink 1 Factory, Chainlink 2 Raptor. Raptor. Get Chimera. Factory, summon Golem. Normal summon Chimera. Summon Raptor. Get those two off for Wyvern. Wyvern effect. Ends up having the Nibiru here. So everything goes, but he does infect Nani. Does realize he already Oh no, wait, no. It doesn't activate on summon. Oh, well that's good to know. Okay then. So he's gonna activate Stilts here, banish Stilts, and the Duke. And then Duke effects, banish itself. Summon Card Turbo. Summon Marble Machine effect at Takatomborg, summon Takatomborg, then Takatomborg effect at the Fukimadoshi Piper. Gee, I love it when this thing was just called Party Horn Kid, don't you? So, Fukimadoshi Piper is going to search Ash Blossom, going to go into the Hagoida, activate Speed Recovery, add back the dice, and then activate Hagoida, increase everything's levels, and then Hagoida effect summon it. So now he does in fact have the resources to make a Baroness, and then Baroness effect, pop the token, then card turbo boost. He does not have enough currently right now, but he does have a singular negate, and he ends up not drawing anything relevant. He had a dojo, golden bamboo sword, and a factory, and that's it. So the Speedroid player ends up taking the game here. And also, I hate that this thing is called Baronet and not Baroness, but hey, what you gonna do? So yeah, that was round 1. Now we move on to round 2. I'm facing Croc here because we both won, because it's Swiss rules. So okay, I'm going second. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, this should be all right. There's probably no way I'm winning this because, like, Speedroid players actually have negates, so that's bad. So Ultra Hound, send it into Daiko Duke, Takatomborg, dice. Dice effects make the Ultra Hound 2 go into the Cork Shooter effects, summon out both of the materials used, and then gotta activate the dice, modulate, go into Clear Wing, and then get those 2 off the board, go into Crystal Clear Wing, and then he's going to activate Denden Daiko Duke, summon Fukimadoshi Piper. This is going to mill off Speedroid Wheel of all things. Or Roulette. Going to Roulette here. Ends up getting a 5. So he summons out Double Yo-Yo and Dice. He attempts to activate Dice, but he realizes it's negated. So okay, he goes into Hagoida. And then I'm going to modulate, and then it brings back. And then go Baroness. pass. So currently he's sitting on a Spell Trap negate, Omni negate, and this thing can make it unaffected. So I'm like, okay, my hand was bad. Like, honestly, I remember my hand was bad. I'm not showing the hands, just like, for suspense reasons. But like, my hand was bad. So I had one play. I activate Monster Reborn here, targeting the Fuki Madoshi Piper. He says, okay, he lets that happen. I normal summon Pador. I overlay into Baguska. I had nothing left. I literally, if he negated that Monster Reborn, he probably would have won. But he let it go, allowing me to get the 4. It's like, okay, I'm just going to take advantage of that. Everything gets flipped to defense. Going to activate, now that the negates are gone, I'm going to activate Watch, Search Golganda effect, getting rid of Sargus, because that was in my hand too. The Watch was off the top deck. Summon the Explorer, and then I decide to activate the Sargus to attach to the Explorer, because you can do that under Baguska. Set 1, pass the turn. Draw phase, standby, nothing. He realizes that he cannot switch him back to attack mode. It's going to activate the Ultra Hound, recycle his Hakaton board, summon the Cork Shooter in defense, set 1, pass. Okay, draw for turn, standby main. Baguska gets rid of material. Activate Banger, going to attach to the X-Blower. And I was thinking about turning off my own Baguska here, but I decided not to, so Hasty Horse gets summoned out here, and he links all 4 into Appaloosa. And he's going to activate the last card in hand, the card he set, Wheel, getting rid of the Nibiru, ends up getting a 2, and then he realizes that he can't actually just do the 1, he has to do stuff that equals 2 exactly, so he ends up going to the Marble Machine, because I believe that's the only target in there. Battle phase, he decides to actually hit over the X-Blower here with the Appaloosa and not the Baguska, and he just passes turn. It's like, okay, last material gets gone. I'm going to turn off my own Baguska. I'm going to summon the Gear Spring Spirit, because as you can see, I only have machines in my grave. So, yeah, that's fun. Gear Spring Spirit attempt to make the Appaloosa 0, which did come up, as you saw. It's a forced negation. Going to activate Golganda, summon Merrymaker effect. He lets that go through. I'm going to send Brothers, and Brothers effect's going to get back the Sargus here after much debacle. I'm going to get back the Sargus, overlay for Dingirsu. Dingirsu effects. He allows me to send the Appaloosa. I activate Call, getting back the Explorer, and then Banger gets back to the Explorer. Explorer effect destroys only thing. Then attach. Battle phase, attack for lethal damage. So game 2. I'm going to decide to go first again. And this is the duel where I decided to side in another Nibiru. I have one. I had one in my main deck in this tournament, but I decided to just like go for one Nibiru in main deck, and now I was like, yeah, I need to go for all 3. So he's gonna summon all his monsters, go into Cork Shooter, and why did I bring up Nibiru? Because you see, after this, I decided, hey, it's time to activate the Rock. So I rock his old field, and then he gets a token, and I decide to put him into attack mode. With 4100 attack. So he decides not to activate Duke because it does nothing, sets 1, and passes his turn. I'm going to activate Trade and getting rid of Cannon, draw 2, summon Gear Spring, make the token 0. He's going to bounce the Gear Spring, but the Gear Spring is not once per turn on its summon. So I can Gear Spring, and then Gear Spring, and then activate Golganda, get rid of Rocky, summon Merrymaker effect, send the Banger effect, banishing it and Rocky, add Watch, and then this is just the end of the game. We're going to activate Watch at Pador, send Sargus, and then overlay for a Hope Harbinger, and then summon Pador effect, get the Sargus, and then I end up attaching the Pador to the Merrymaker just in case. Set 1, battle phase, attack for lethal damage. So yeah, that was that. So yeah, currently I am 100% in the finals now, and yeah, that was fun. So now we have the losers going up against each other in the second round. This is going to be interesting, I believe. So let's hope anyway. It's gonna activate United, summon Hatsume, summon Fire Flint Lady, link off, Battle Shogun. Battle Shogun effect. He ends up getting another counter on this. At Dojo, activate Dojo, activate United, draw 2, and he gets nothing, so he passes. So going to go into Winder, Winder affected Startup, activate Startup, summon Chrono Quarter, summon Hat Tricker, summon Strangleanius, summon Shade Brigandine. How many extenders do you want? Yes. Redoer effect, and then Chrono Quarter effect, and then overlay for another Redoer, and overlay for a Perpetua. Perpetua effect attaches the hack to the Redoer. Battle phase hit over the Shogun and in directly. End phase, the Redoer that comes back, and then standby phase double Redoer ends up getting, what did he get here? Mizuho and Kizan. That's amazing. And then decides not to activate Perpetua here. He's going to activate Smoke Signal at Soldier, and then... Oh, no, wait. No, yeah, he has Fuma, I believe, right? Yeah? Yeah, I think it's Fuma. So, okay, summon Fuma, and then Dojo, and then activates Legendary Secret 6 Samurai, summon itself, link off into Hulk. Hulk effect, because the Fuma is indeed a tuner. Summon out the Shion Squire, but he decides not to, I guess. He goes into Scrap Goblin instead. I guess he wants to go Scrap Combo here. Okay, summon Wyvern. On the summon of Wyvern, activate the Time Thief Redoer. Top deck it, draw a card. Dojo effect, send it. Summon another Fuma. Passes turn. Redoer comes back. And then also exists Sly Dolphin. But doesn't actually activate it because this thing wasn't special summon. It was returned. It's different. But oh my gosh, getting Factory and Dojo off of that, my god. I don't think it matters. Yeah, it doesn't matter here. Yeah, just overlay for Cowboy. Cowboy effect, burn for 800. Oh my gosh, and then overlay for Utopic Future, and then Draco. Battle phase, hit over the Fuma. He's gonna activate the Fuma, but he chains the Utopic Future. And 3000, end phase, Redoer comes back, sets 1, Perpetua effect, attach the trap. Ends turn. Standby phase. Summons back Redoer. Both Redoers. Attach the Shinai. Attach... What is that? Another Dojo? Normal summon Raptor. Raptor effect. Negate the Raptor. And then... Well, guess he decided that there was something wrong with the game state. Oh, I guess he decided to steal the Fuma. Okay, sure. So Raptor summons anyway, and then Chimera effect. Bring back Goblin. And then before he ends up synchro summoning, he's going to activate it and then attach a trap because it does not end up activating for a turn. Going to top deck the Goblin, and that'll be the game. And then in game 2, 6 area player just decides to concede. I believe they had something going on, but yeah, that was the and also this thing went into time, I believe, as well. So yeah. So that was that. So now we have the quote-unquote round 3, but it's not really. It's whoever wins this gets to go into finals. Speedroid versus Time Thief. So yeah, let's see this. So Time Thief going first. Going to summon Wander effect, chain adjuster, and then they're going to chain the effect veiler on that, and then overlay anyway into Redoer and pass. Standby phase. Get Ultra Hound, Den Daikaduke, Takatomborg, go into Card Turbo, Takatomborg effect, summon any tutor, decides for the Fuki Madoshi, ends up getting Speed Recovery off of that, and then going into a Rubber Band Shooter. Rubber Band Shooter effect summons the dice, and then get into a Cork Shooter. Cork Shooter effect, going to summon back the materials that were used for... I'm making a video right now. Alright. Going to that. Sorry, I had to step out for a moment. Yeah. I'll let this play out here because it's just central Speedroid combo stuff. And besides, I don't think really anything can beat a Redoer here. So yeah, I'll just let this play out here for a moment. As you can see, like I don't think anything happened really. I think they were just like I think they were just like he was just wondering if like he wanted to go into anything else, but I think just decided not to. So okay, um, activate the high speed roid. I believe he's still locked in a synchros here. So go heads tails, Azbek marble machine, sends yo-yo, and then ends turn. And then oh wait no yeah he I I pointed out because I was watching this duel. I pointed out that like that's a 5, not a 6, so he instead Terror Top. So he's going to activate Shade Brigandine. He's going to change and negate that. It's going to go into our Dark Rebellion. Dark Rebellion attempt to have that, but he makes it unaffected. And yeah, I think this is just. I think this is the end of the game here. So Marvel Machine, a double yo-yo. Gets it anyway. Activates the Altar Hound. Sends Fuki. Instead, decides to not, because Spell's a thing. Summon the Fuki. Fuki had wheel off of that, and then top deck the bottom of the dice, and then wheel ends up getting a 3. Now that I think is interesting, right? Oh no, he just does Denden. Okay. Denden effect summons, and then he just decides to Time Thief Flare decides to call it there. And so yeah, we're going on to a game. Game 2. So all this, I can't believe freaking like Time Thief is actually doing stuff. I'm still shocked. Time Thief is pretty good though. So yeah, Winder startup, and then startup summons adjuster effect, send bezel ship, overlay for Perpetua, detach summon bezel ship, activate shade, summon shade, overlays for redoer, Perpetua effect, attach the startup, sets 1, passes. Standby phase is going to activate the Perpetua, summon back the Winder effect, and he's also going to activate that redoer, attach the yo-yo, adds whatever he added because I don't know. So he's gonna canvas seal the redoer, activates Marble Machine, Taka Tomborg, summon Tomborg, summon Car Turbo, Taka Tomborg effect, going to dice, and then summons Cork Shooter. It would just be way cooler if this thing was named freaking Sniper Rifle. It's what it is. It's a Sniper Rifle. Who were you expecting? What were you expecting? So going to keep going into a Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Activate the Monster Reborn, Chain, Negate. Haul up. Can't do that. You can't negate a counter. Well then, I guess that's an irreparable game state. Chain negate. Sure, okay. Negates the startup. Adjuster, chain, make itself unaffected, and that's the end of the game. That's you can't actually do that. That's a counter trap. That's the not how spell speed 2 effects work, but oh well. So yeah, finals. It's a rematch. I ends up actually getting to go first here for some reason, but yeah. I remember that from what I understand, yeah, my hand wasn't great, so I'm gonna summon Cannon, banish for banger effects, add Rocky, summon Rocky, set 1 pass. I had like nothing. And in hindsight, I could have gotten like a gold Gogon done something that way, but I don't know if it would have changed much. So yeah, we're just going to go through the normal Speedroid combos here. Going to Cork Blaster, and then activate Blast on it to negate. And then activate Recovery, summon the Red Eye dice, and then just gonna link those two off for Band Shooter, and then Ultra Hound off of the Band Shooter, and then going to send the Duke, summon dice, and then modulate for Clear Wing, and then summons the Crystal Clear Wing, activates High Speed Roid. Second effect, we're gonna go to those two, and then gonna flip a coin for that one. So add the Tomborg back to hand, send the Marble Machine, battle phase, hit over, pass. And I draw for turn, and I don't think I have anything here, so I just concede. I had the Serpent, and I had another Blast, so I didn't really have anything going for me there. So yeah, and then I decide, okay, I'm gonna go first here, and yeah, I also get a bad hand here as well, I believe. So yeah, just set 2 pass. So he's gonna summon Hound, send Duke, summon Tomborg into dice, then go into Cork Blaster, and then reborn all the materials that's used for the Cork Blaster. The dice is going to quote-unquote modulate, but not really because they're negated. I'm going to Nibiru, and then he's going to cross out here, but he actually sided out the Nibiru, so I do in fact get the Nibiru here. Going to put the token into attack mode, going to set 1, activate Recovery, summon the Magical Hand, because I believe he does have stuff, yeah. Summon Duke, and then go into a Clear Wing here, and then, yeah, pass turn. So stay my main, I weigh my options, I summon Pador, battle phase, attack, but he's going to bounce the Nibiru. And I'm like, well, I can't do anything else. Okay, so summon Tomborg, effective recovery, summons the dice, and then dice effects are going to go into Fast Dragon, and then attack over for a lot of damage here. I'm in a bad situation. I don't really have anything. Don't think I had anything left in my hand at this point. I think like my traps is like a call, and like yeah, I call back the Bador, I summon Rocky, I hard make Baguska, and hope enough, but he like negates it, but can't really negate it anyway because it just happens. So okay, so like it'll just come back on his turn. So okay, Wheel summons Marble Machine, and then activate duplicates and duplicate, and then he's going to use these 4 for Appaloosa. Battle phase, hit over with the Appaloosa, and then just change Clearing back to attack and pass. Okay, it's my turn, and I had nothing. I had the Sprite, I had the Spirit, but the Baguska was in my grave, and that's not a machine, so I couldn't actually have done that. And then I had Cannon in my hand, and then I had several other things that, like, it just wouldn't have mattered. Like I had nothing. Woof. So yeah, Speedroids take the top here. Speedroids takes the top here, and just having some post dual commentary stuff like that. But yeah, so there was no like current meta decks here at all. Like yeah, sure, Appaloosa's here and stuff like that, but like it wasn't like Drytron, Tri Brigade, any of that sort of stuff. Currently, for the bands for this one, was Vin and Ven, and the hits for this one, I believe, were yeah. So Utopic Draco Future was banned, and Yatagarasu was put back to 3, because they just wanted to meme around. So Yatagarasu to 3, and then Utopic Draco Future is banned in this format. So the next tournament, you can mess around with those changes. And yeah, that's kind of what grade format is. It's supposed to kind of put the hands of the game back into the players and not where the money lies. So yeah, if you're interested in this sort of stuff, I will have a video up for explaining the rules and stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, that's all I have to show you. Hope you all liked it. Thank you all so much for watching. Digital's Duke, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.